Don't mind me, just hanging out with my child. Where are they? Oh, I don't know. I can't see. Oh, wait. Oh! I have an announcement. Hello you guys, welcome to my channel. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Morgan and I'm the maker behind LA Crochet, and if you're one of my fabulous returning crochet friends, then hey, welcome back. In today's video, I have a ton of stuff planned for you guys. This was just like a full-on week of crochet vlog. I filmed pretty much everything that I made this week. We've got a jumbo Momo, we've got some Palm Street stuff, we've got a diva cowboy chick, and of course, perhaps a jumbo shark with a laser beam attached to his head. Before we get into it though, be sure that you like this video and subscribe if you would like to see more fun crochet content. A few fun announcements before we get started, you guys. I am so excited. The shark with the laser beam pattern is officially out on Saturday, March 14th. You guys can find that on my Etsy, linked in the description. I love this pattern so much. I can't even tell you guys. Of course, the laser beam is removable, so it's also a fun built-in shark pattern. And he is just so unique. If you've got any shark lovers in your life, any laser beam lovers too, or if you were just market prepping, this is surely a unique pattern that will set your booth apart. This plus the susbirds, I mean, the reactions will be priceless. And in case you didn't know, I am on Patreon. My lovely Patreon members exclusively tested the shark with the laser beam for me. They also exclusively tested the suspicious birds. So if you're looking for some fun, very unique patterns to test and to be a part of a fun crochet community, then check out my Patreon. The link is in the description. We do several patterns a month, several pattern tests a month. This month we've got a bonus pattern up there, the cowboy chick pattern, which you guys will see later in this video. We're also doing a plushie pageant where everybody can enter to win some fun prizes. And we are also doing another bonus top secret pattern test on my Patreon, you guys. It is so much fun. It's such a fun community. But alrighty, you guys, without further ado, let's zap into this week's video. Let's beam on into this week's video. Let's swim on into this week's video. All of those were terrible. Let's just get started with this week's video. All right, you guys, right now I'm currently working on a jumbo fuzzy Momo. This is a pattern that I wrote, I think it was back in like November. I have been wanting to make another Momo for so long, so somebody actually reached out to me and they were wondering if I could make them a custom one using this faux fur yarn from Michaels. So this is the shade Husky, and you guys, oh my goodness. It has taken me about 3 skeins so far just to do this much. And then we also did the limbs too. So the limbs are pretty long. These are so funny. I was telling the guys on the live the other night, they remind me of those like clapper things that you have in the stands at the sports games. So the next time you go to a sports game, don't buy those things. Just crochet the Momo arms. Plus you can do this when your team scores. This has definitely taken a lot more skeins than I initially thought that it would, because there are only 56 yards in these skeins. I feel like whenever you have a fluffier yarn like this, they never put as many yards in the skein, which totally makes sense because it is a thicker yarn, but also it's kind of stressful because you have to get like a lot more skeins. I had 4 and I thought that would be enough, and it was not enough because I still have to finish the rest of the body and do the head. The feet and the hands, and then also the face part, once we get to that, is actually made using Sweet Snuggles yarn. So it is a jumbo yarn. In case you were wondering, that's basically the thickness that pairs with this fur yarn because it is so thick. And then I've been using an 8mm hook and it seems to be working okay. This is my first time ever crocheting an entire plushie out of this fur yarn. The only other thing I've ever made was the tail of one of the splooting squirrels that I made when I wrote that pattern. So it's definitely been very interesting, but I am here for it because I have been wanting to make a jumbo Momo for a very long time, and this was the perfect excuse to do it. Working with this yarn has been okay. I actually think that it's been going a lot better than I thought that it would. Crocheting with as much feels like bliss yarn as I do has really prepared me for the whole like not being able to see your stitches thing. So I've been going pretty much based on feel. The thing though is that because this yarn is so jumbo, it's really a workout when you're crocheting with it. So as you can see while I'm doing these stitches and attaching this arm, it is like a whole upper body workout. Also, because this yarn is so thick and fluffy, it's also incredibly heavy, so I'm kind of concerned about how much this is going to be for shipping. I think my current weight record for a package is like 5 pounds. And that was when I had multiple like jumbo plushies included in one package. So we're gonna have to see how much this weighs. You guys, it is like the size of a toddler. Don't mind me just hanging out with my child. This is so much fun, you guys. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna have to make another one of these. I don't know if I'm gonna make another one using the fuzzy yarn. I might just make another one using like Sweet Snuggles or something like that, because like I said, this is heavy and it took about 4 skeins of the fuzzy yarn to make. I don't know though, I might cave and make a fuzzy pink one because Michael's has the faux fur yarn in pink, and that would be pretty iconic. So of course, the last thing that I have to do is make the head for this Momo. Luckily, a big portion of the head is going to be made using the Sweet Snuggles yarn, so hopefully that will save my hands a little bit. Literally sitting there just patiently waiting for me to crochet in the head. So I just finished a good portion of the head, and this is about what it's going to look like. So Spire did request sticker eyes, and I told them that I would need to make the head partially first so that I could see what size eyes would work for this head. Because like I said, I have never made a jumbo size one of these before, so I'm thinking that these 30 millimeters are okay. I tried 40 and they were a little too big. He kind of looked like really buggy-eyed, and I don't have any 35, so I think that the 30s are probably the best bet. I have them in a few different colors. I have like pink, red, purple, green, and I think I have blue as well. So I'm going to go ahead and send them a picture of like all the different options that there are to see. His eye fell out. How unfortunate. Oh my gosh, the other eye fell out too. I need to stop waving his head around like that. Anyway, I'm going to send them a picture of all of the different options to see which color they like the best so that they can choose. And then after they choose, we can finish this toddler-sized monkey. But for right now, we're gonna put this off to the side and we are going to work on something else. I have wanted to make another garland for so long. By the way, you guys, I did go to the marketplace a few days ago. We got quite a bit of sales. We actually got more than I thought we would. So I'm really excited about that. We are going to be doing another like marketplace recap / restock video here soon, but I've only ever had a garland for a Palm Street Live once, and actually tomorrow I have another Palm Street Live, so I think I want to make another garland for that, but this one I think I'm going to make spring themed. Oh my gosh, look at my leggings. They have fur all over them. So for my garland, I have decided to go full spring and make another one of these adorable sunflower garlands. This flower pattern is by Mima Makes. I will link the tutorial for it in the description, and of course for the actual cord part of it, you guys probably already know because I've made several of these in past videos. I always use my automatic I-cord machine by Kato, and Kato is actually the sponsor of today's video. I genuinely love the I-cord machine so much. I always use it to make the garlands, and they're always so fun and festive, and I especially like to do them for like different holidays throughout the year. So in the past I've done like a spooky themed one, I did like a Valentine's heart one, and now I am doing spring flowery ones. So let's go ahead and set it up together and make our cord. When I made the garland the last time, I believe I had about 8 items on it, so we'll probably need to make about 7 more of these little flowers. But I am planning on the cord being this bright green color, so I thought that that was kind of fun. It was really like bright and colorful, and this kind of resembles a vine a little bit, or I guess the stem of a sunflower, not a vine. Sunflowers don't grow on vines. Also, I wanted to mention that there is a link and a discount code in the top of the description below in case you guys would like to check out the Kato I-cord machine. So of course, step 1, we plug her in. I feel like every time I use this machine, I get faster and faster at setting it up. Your first time setting it up, it does take a second to get the hang of it, but they do have a booklet of instructions, and there's also a video that comes along with it as well. Oh my gosh, look at this yarn. Oh wait, it's so staticky. Look at that. Oh my gosh, it keeps sticking to the table. Just really loves the table. So the first thing that we do is weave this yarn through this part up here. You're also going to thread it through this little hole on the plastic part here and just pull that through. Then once that's done, you take this little kind of like a hook that comes with the machine. You just thread your yarn through the end here, and we're just going to use this tool to actually bring the yarn all the way through the machine until it comes out the back. So you should have a little tail tail on the back end here. Now let me get you guys at a good angle here because this is probably the trickiest part. So basically, as you can see, there's 4 little hooks here. We're gonna turn the knob down here and it's gonna hook on the first one, but we're gonna use our little hook here to pull it away so it doesn't hook onto the second one. And then we're gonna keep turning. We want it to hook on the third one, but then here we move it out of the way because we don't want it to hook on the fourth one. So that is gonna create kind of like the little end at the end of the cord so that it doesn't unravel. It's basically like tying the end of the cord, if that makes sense. All right, now I kind of like to pull on this end a little bit this way, and then I just turn it a few times. At this point, you want it to hook onto all of them. So you're just turning it a little bit. Once I have turned it several times and I feel like we have a nice little start to the cord itself, I'm gonna turn this little knob right here. So the cool thing about the automatic one is that, as you can see, it's totally hands-free. This part back here is actually applying the tension. So you can see as it turns, it's actually pulling the cord out on this side. And then of course that is how the actual cord looks. So of course this is knitting the cord for us, but as it comes out, you can see here we have this super pretty, super even cord. I like to use this machine for garlands, but I have seen people also use it for, have you guys ever seen those things where like you actually put wire on the inside and then you can make like cursive letters with this little cord showing on the outside? I've also seen people do ornaments where they make one white one and one red one and then kind of twist them around so they have a little candy cane ornament. There's a ton of different things that you can make with this machine. My personal favorite though, and just the one that I always keep coming back to, are these garlands because I just think they're so festive and fun. Okay, so we're probably getting to a good length right here. I'm gonna let it go for a few more seconds. All right, and I'm going to call it here. So all we do is we just flip the switch to turn it off. So the little thing we did at the start, how we skipped the one and then the other, if it will focus, that is what it's gonna look like on the end. Super clean start there. I also like to leave this tail so that you can tie it to like hooks or whatever you want to secure the garland to once it's done. But once you are finished, we are going to take our scissors here and we're going to trim another little tail. So again, we have room to work on this side. I should probably angle it down so you guys can actually see what I'm doing. And then all we need to do here is just get the yarn off of these hooks. So I like to just manually spin this around here. And as we're spinning around, I just have the yarn miss all of these hooks. And as you are spinning, you'll notice that all of the little loops are slowly coming off of all of those hooks. And then once you get that final one off of there, at that point you can just lift up back here and just pull the entire thing through the machine. So this is what we are left with, just like these 4 little loops here. Oh my gosh, this yarn is still so staticky. So we just take our yarn needle here and we weave our yarn into one of the loops, just like that. And then we weave it into the loop directly across from that one. And then once you've done that, you can weave it into the next one. I'm so sorry. Hopefully this is focusing for you guys okay. And then we weave into the last one. So basically you're weaving into the ones across from each other. And that is what we are left with, you guys. Look how nice that end is. I also really like, for some reason, I love the idea of like having a little machine to make at least one aspect of something. It makes me feel very professional to have a little machine here. I do believe that this is about the same length as the one that I made before, so we should be good with 8 flowers. As I make the flowers, I'll kind of like space them out and plan it and make sure that it's okay, but I am really liking how it's gonna look. And if we kind of see these colors together, that is going to be so pretty. I'm so excited. Okay, let's make about 7 more of these little flowers. Alrighty, so I have finished all of my flowers, and one thing I also like to do whenever I'm making garland is place little stitch markers where I'm planning on putting all the flowers, just because as I'm sewing things tend to shift and I want to make sure that the spacing is okay, especially as we go. It's done! Look at how pretty. I love it so much. It's definitely giving spring vibes. So let me kind of give you guys the close up here. This is what all of the cute little flowers look like. I really do like this shade of green and how bright it is. It definitely reminds me of an actual sunflower. The last time I had a garland available for one of my Palm Street lives was, I think, the ghost one that I did in Halloween. So I am very excited to have this one available tomorrow and show it to everybody. And it can hang in your room exactly like this. And once again, thank you so much to Kato for sponsoring today's video. And you guys remember, if you would like to check out the electric I-cord machine, the link is in the description, as well as a discount code. And that code, LA, is good for 15% off your entire order. So if you choose to get the automatic I-cord machine, the original one, or even a yarn winder, it'll work on all of that. Hey guys, it is Saturday, so it's actually the same day as my Palm Street Live, and I wanted to come on to share with you guys some of the things that I've been working on. This is definitely going to be like one of my smaller lives. I only have 11 items and then a giveaway, so there's 12 items total. Originally, I was supposed to have more, but I feel like this has kind of been, I think I mentioned this before, a busier week for my Etsy listings, which is a great problem to have. But I mentioned before that Suspicious Chick is going to be going off to his forever home. Shout out Alice for getting my first ever sus chicken. I love him so much. I am so happy he's going to such a special home, and we're definitely going to have to film his send off. I also wanted to give a shout out to Nancy. Thank you so much for getting my sleepy and slightly sus owl. Nancy also got the snow owl, if you guys are familiar with that little reel that I made for Instagram. And she just informed me that she would also like this sleepy owl as well. I will say the snow owl was pretty sleepy looking, but this guy looks slightly more suspicious. So last night I really tried to prep some more things for the live today. I noticed that I had a lot of like larger items, especially like the sus birds and the owls, and then of course my shark. So I decided to make some more smaller items last night. So I did go ahead and make this super cute fuzzy and weighted bee. I just freehand these. It's literally just like 24 stitches around, and then you just make the little stripes and the little wings, and then you're good to go. He is entirely full of weighted pellets. Hold on, let me see if you guys can hear it. Nothing but weighted pellets in there. And then I also made this cute little capybara. So this is actually going to be the giveaway for today. So I'm really excited for that. It's just a cute little desk buddy here. This is a pattern by Lilac Moon Crochet on Instagram. And then you guys, the very first time I've ever made one of these, they're so cute. Look at this little baby otter. Oh my goodness. Look, I'll give you the whole 360. Almost dropped him because I made him out of the Feels Like Bliss yarn. And if you know, this yarn is super slippery. This is a pattern by Finn. I will put the Instagram handle down here. It's, I believe, FJE Crochet. So for this one, I actually ended up using 8mm safety eyes. Normally the smallest that I use is 12, but because he turned out so small, the 8s were definitely the perfect size for this one. He was also so small that I wasn't able to put weighted pellets on the inside. There just wasn't enough room, so I just put polyfill on the inside. And then you guys, something else that I made last night, are you ready? A special little someone is about to grace us with their presence. Where are they? Oh, I don't know. I can't see. Oh, wait. Oh! Suspicious Flamingo, what are you doing here? Last night I decided to make another sus flamingo. I don't know. I was just definitely feeling called to making a little sus flamingo. I had the original one at my last Palm Street Live and he sold, and I just really wanted to make another one. I love the little flamingo. As you can probably see from my peanut gallery up here, the sus birds are definitely dwindling. So now, hold on, let me show you guys actually like all of the inventory that I have so you can actually see all the sus birds that are left. So these are all 12 of the items that I'm going to have available for today. So of course, you guys, we're gonna do a $1 starting bid for my little kooky little prototype there. We also have one more sleepy owl, a regular owl with these gorgeous sinker eyes. I just pronounced that really weird, but that's okay. We have a sus mallard. Actually, as of right now, sus mallard is the only OG left, except for sus chick, but I'm keeping him for myself. And then of course we have the sus flamingo. We have the garland garland that I made yesterday, those 3 little fellows that I just showed you guys. We also have my dairy cow and the Highland cow burger. I really love them. And then we are going to have one of these sharks with the laser beams attached to its head, the very first one ever. So I'm super excited for that. I do have these 3 more up here, but I am going to keep them for myself for now. So of course, Sus Chick, he's just always gonna stay with me. I don't think I'm ever gonna get rid of him. I am going to hold on to the 2 sharks with the laser beams for now, just because I have a lot of plans in the future for making like silly videos with them. I'm going back and forth on the idea of maybe getting a Dr. Evil costume, so we'll have to see. But because the pattern's not out yet, I know I still want to make a lot of reels about this pattern, so I want to keep these 2 for those reels, especially since I just love these sinker eyes that I used for them. Shout out What's Up Cupcake. They are so perfect for these. So it's definitely going to be like a more chill live day today, which I'm totally cool with. I'm just happy to even be going live in the first place because I was sick for quite a while and I wasn't really able to crochet that much, so I'm just thankful that I have some form of inventory. I'll try to film a little bit of like the packing process for you guys for like whatever sells. We'll have to give the little send off to Sus Chick over there. He's currently staring at me. This is my view currently. And Zoe, shout out Zoe, they did get back to me about the color choice for the sinker eyes for Momo, so we're gonna have to finish that. I really want to make a jumbo shark with you guys too. And then of course we have to open our packages, but for right now I'm gonna go live. I can't believe I go live in like 10 minutes. I still need to get ready. Alrighty you guys, it is time to pack some orders. The first order that we have going home today is the one and only OG Suspicious Chicken. I'm going to miss this guy so much. This was the very first one that I ever made, and he is going to be going off to a very special home. I do kind of wonder if he is going to be as suspicious of Alice as he is of me. I have a feeling that he will be, because that's just the way that he is. Everybody say goodbye to Sus Chicken. Also, I have the cutest sticker going with him today. This little chicken. Of course, this sticker does not fully capture the same suspicious energy, but it's as close as we could get. Also, now I'm saying that, this is a rooster. I guess it works. All right, these next 2 are going to the owl queen herself, Nancy. Nancy has already gotten the snow owl, and now she's getting these 2 as well. So I made, I think 4 suspicious owls total, and I still have 1 left back here, this one up here. So that means that Nancy is going to have 75% of all the sus owls slash sleepy owls that I've ever made. It is definitely going to be a jump scare when Nancy opens the package and sees this little face staring back at her. I mean, imagine opening your package and just seeing that staring back at you. Absolutely terrifying. My only regret is that I didn't have any owl stickers to put in here with them. So for my next Palm Street Live, I've really been wanting to do like a themed live, and I've been trying to think about what I want that theme to be, and I'm thinking I might want it to be like the fuzzy weighted items because I always just have so much fun making these. Plus I could make a ton of my own patterns in the Feels Like Bliss yarn, which I have never done before, so it would be something that would be totally different. And somebody suggested that I make a fuzzy weighted hot dog puff, and I think that that sounds amazing, especially since now my local Michaels does carry, they have a brown Feels Like Bliss shade now, and that would be perfect for the dachshund. I can use the tan yarn for the bun. They don't have a red in that yarn though, I don't believe, but the darker pink color, the rose color, should work well for it. Everybody say goodbye to the fuzzy weighted bee. Thank you so much, Olivia. The next one going home was the giveaway that we did for the little fuzzy capybara. Shout out to Anne for winning the giveaway. By the way, you guys, I've already scheduled my next Palm Street Live. It is going to be for March 28th at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And whenever we get over 100 bookmarks, I always do like the giveaway and the $1 starting bid. So if you are watching this and you would like to bookmark the live, I'll place the link in the description for you guys. And thank you so much if you do decide to bookmark the live. It's always such a huge help. Next, we have 2 items going to Alicia. We have the sunflower garland, and then of course the sweet little baby otter that we made. Oh my gosh. Okay, there we go. It is now focused on him. How cute is he? This box is the perfect little size for them. Up next, we have our order from Julia. Julia got the cow burger, the traditional dairy cow version, and then also the blue owl that we made. This was the only owl that I made that wasn't a suspicious one. I can't remember if I told you guys, but these eyes are by What's Up Cupcake with Christine. They fit with this yarn so perfectly. And I really wanted to make this one to show that the owl pattern is also like a built-in normal owl. It doesn't necessarily have to have the crazy eyes if you don't want it to. Everybody say goodbye to our normal owl and our cute little cow burger. And our last order going home for today is my very first ever shark with a laser beam. I'm so excited for this pattern, you guys. I've been wanting to design this concept for so long, and I'm so excited that it is finally almost here. Shout out to my Patreon members for exclusively testing this pattern for me. They've been doing such an amazing job. Speaking of which, Alicia, she was making a shark with a laser beam attached to his head out of glow-in-the-dark yarn for the actual laser beam part. And then Andrea did a double barrel laser beam, so there were 2 laser beams coming off the head. So everybody say goodbye to our very first shark. I've been contemplating whether or not to make a mini version of this pattern, and I would love to find a way to make it be no-sew so that would be really market prep friendly. So let me know in the comments if I should do that. Also, we have another perfect sticker moment, a little shark. Okay, I am back from the post office, and it's time for us to officially finish the jumbo Momo. This looks very strange with him not having a head. So as I briefly mentioned before, they decided that they wanted the light pink eyes. So we're going to go ahead and add those and then finish up the rest of the head. We'll just make the ears, assemble it, and then it will finally be done, you guys. This was a very big project, but I have to say it really didn't feel like it took me that long to do it just because I worked on it so much, like intermittently between different things. I worked on it during a Zoom hangout. I think we did it during a public YouTube live and then also a members only live as well. So throughout 3 different events I was working on this, and because I was chatting with everybody, it really didn't feel like it took that long at all. Okay, so I put the backs on the eyes. This is what it is looking like. Now it is time for us to use our handy dandy tool to actually put them in place. You guys already know I did not silence my phone. Whenever I do this, hold on, I'm gonna see if it makes the noise. Oh, it kind of made the noise that time. So whenever I'm using this tool, I always kind of feel like a chiropractor, because when the backing goes onto the eye, it kind of sounds like a little crunch, like you're like cracking somebody's back. Oh yeah, you know, you're just gonna feel a small little adjustment here, followed by like the largest crack you've ever heard in your life. There we go. Have you guys ever seen those videos where the guy's pretending to be a chiropractor and it's a mannequin? He just like folds the mannequin body in half. Okay, we have our eyes in place. So cute. Kind of reminds me of, oh gosh, what's that old cartoon movie? Dinosaur. Was it a dinosaur? Dinosaur's the one where it has the monkeys in it, right? Am I remembering correctly? This kind of looks like the monkey from Dinosaur. Okay, I'm gonna work on making the rest of the head. That's what it looks like on the inside. Oh my goodness, his head is the same size as mine. I had a lot of little fuzzies come off while I was trying to sew. This is my first time ever sewing like regular chenille yarn into fur yarn, but we got it to work, and luckily the only parts that I needed to sew were the ears. Now we just have to sew the head to the body, and this is going to be using the fur yarn. I don't think I have ever sewed with fur yarn either, so this should be interesting. Okay, so I have discovered it's a lot easier to, rather than sew fully through the neck and through the head in one swoop, I guess, work through the neck stitch and then work through the head stitch. So far, I have done the whole back of the neck, so I'm going to continue and finish the rest of this Momo. You guys, look how big he is. He is so heavy. Literally the size of a small child. Truly the size of a toddler. He's like a little backpack. I have to say, a lot of work did go into him, but he was so worth it. If you were thinking of making a plushie entirely out of faux fur yarn, highly recommend it. It actually fits in my chair. He kind of stands up a little bit too. All right guys, I'm gonna head out, so Momo's got it from here. Okay, now for the moment of truth. It is time to measure. So we are going from the bottom of his foot to the top of his arm. 38 inches, you guys. That's crazy. So he is a little bit over 3 feet long. I'm gonna have to weigh him too for when I actually go to ship him, so I'll be sure to let you guys know how much he weighs as well. Zoe, if you happen to be watching, thank you so much for having me make a giant fuzzy Momo for you. Am I going to make another one? I don't know. I've wanted to make another one for a long time out of like just fully Sweet Sungles yarn. Or if somebody else commissions me to make another one, I will make another one. And of course, if you were looking for this pattern, this is my Momo the monkey pattern. It is available on my Etsy. Everybody say goodbye to Momo. Okay, the next thing that we're going to do is make a cowboy chick. I'm super excited to announce that as of today, and definitely by the time that you guys are watching this video, my cowboy chick pattern is officially available on my Etsy. And the cool thing about this pattern is the hat and the bandana are removable, and the pattern is completely no-sew. So if you were looking for an adorable no-sew chick pattern, especially in time for Easter, then this is a great option. So in honor of that now being available publicly, I wanted to make another cowboy chick, and I've been meaning to open this package from Christine with What's Up Cupcake for so long. So we are finally going to open it today because I want to use some sinker eyes for this cowboy chick, and I know the ones that I already have, but I want to see if there are any in here that might work better or that I just want to use for this project. Christine has the most incredible eyes also. Before, when I was placing the sinker eyes for Momo, that little tool that I was using, that is also from Christine. Highly recommend. Before having that, I always struggled with setting the sinker eyes in place, but now with that, I never have a problem with it. Okay, let's open it. Yay! Guess what? Chicken butt. This is so cute. Christine always has the cutest packaging. Oh my gosh, it's a sticker. Oh my gosh. Okay, so Christine wants everybody to know that the code HOTDOG still works on her Etsy shop and gives all of you guys a discount. So like I said, if you guys want some sinker eyes, some Amy sticks, some of the sinker eye application tools, then definitely check out her Etsy, her Instagram. I will link that below for you guys. Oh, they're Taylor Swift themed. Incredible, you guys. These are 25mm inspired Taylor Swift sinker eyes. So of course, first here we have Enchanted. Next we have Lover and Midnights. And then finally we have, of course, Showgirl. Oh, I always love them so much. Christine, she always uses the most sparkly, I guess it's resin. I'm not sure. I've never gotten into making sinker eyes before. Oh, and we also have some 30mm. These are stunning. This really pretty yellow, orange, and pink. And then finally on the bottom there we have Bewitched Envy. Oh, Christine, thank you so much for sending me these amazing sinker eyes. I have been watching Christine's palmistry like a hawk, trying to see when she's going to do another one. Look at how pretty they all are. They are so sparkly and perfect. Thank you so much, Christine. So after thinking about it, I think we are going to go with the 30mm pink ones here for the cowboy chick that we are going to make, because if you guys remember a while ago, I made the Diva Rex. So that was with the pink hat and it had like the white fur detailing around it. So I thought it would be so cute to make another one of those. And then maybe we'll do like a purple bandana or something like that. But I think that these pink sparkly ones would really bring out that pink color in the hat super well. Oh my gosh, guys, I'm obsessed. Last night I finished the Diva cowboy chick. Look at how cute. Oh my gosh, I'm completely obsessed with the little hat. Basically, to make this, I used Parfait Chunky bubble gum. On the border here, I did increases of the White Feels Like Bliss yarn, and that is what it looks like. Howdy. There's just little tufts of hair, by the way. Of course, there we also have the purple bandana that ties on the back. And these eyes, oh my gosh, Christine did such an amazing job. It's also giving me Hannah Montana vibes for some reason. Not really sure why. All right, and of course, last thing that we want to make in today's video is the giant shark with a laser beam attached to his head. So this is my progress so far. I really got a lot done last night. I have used about 1 skein. So if you're gonna make a jumbo one, you definitely wanna have 2 skeins of your yarn color for the body. But I'm gonna get to work here and I'm gonna try finishing the rest of the body. I have an announcement. He is complete. The one, the only jumbo shark with a laser beam attached to his head. Ah! Guys, he's 2 feet long, so he's a big boy. He's also 1 foot wide. I used about 2 skeins of Sweet Snuggles yarn in total. The eyes are 35mm. They are by What's Up Cupcake, and he is magnificent. I feel like I'm holding a bazooka. Any of you guys who know the Austin Powers movie, remember when she's like, use the bazooka? This is exactly what I was going for with this pattern. I might do a mini version depending, and then it would be kind of like a mini-me, if you will. I see many a skits being filmed with this fella in the future, and perhaps a costume that might be coming soon. I don't know why I was talking in that voice, because that is not his voice at all. But I am so excited that he's finally done. I just want to shoot laser beams out of this. This pattern, of course, releases on Saturday, the 14th. I am incredibly excited for these guys to finally go out into the world. And of course, if you would like to check out this pattern and all of the patterns that I have written, the link to my Etsy is in the description. Anyway, you guys, I am super proud because we finished not one, but 2 giant projects in this video. And now the very last thing that we have to do is open up some fun mail. Mail time, mail time. So I just recently found out about the new Michaels reward program. I opened up my package and there was this fun little bag in there. At first I thought they sent me the wrong yarn because I saw red and I was like, I did not order a red yarn. But it turns out it's this little fun Michaels tote. Apparently there are different tiers now. There's like a red tier and a gold tier and a platinum tier. And if you're in the platinum tier, you get a tote. But as far as I've seen, no one has seen the tote yet at the time that I am filming this. So it's a very elusive platinum tote. But now I have a fun little Michaels pouch that I can put my hooks and everything into. The next package that I have to open up is little fun mail from Michelle. Michelle is crochet on the Kusa. She has an Instagram, so I will tag her below for you guys. And I believe she is also starting a YouTube and a palm street very, very soon. Oh my gosh, it's Candy! Thank you so much, Michelle. That is so sweet. Oh my gosh, and there's a little stitch marker and a little note. Michelle, your handwriting is perfection. Look at that. Oh, this is so sweet. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, so crochet on the Kusa at etsy.com. And this little pocket hug, how adorable is that? Some stickers, how amazing. And this little sunflower stitch marker, how cute. Michelle, thank you so much. This is so sweet. Literally, because it's candy. The next package that I have to open up is from Millie and Sarah. I got some fun items off of their palm street not too long ago. That's so nice. I love him so much, you guys. The first one that I got is this cute little cowboy mallard, and I felt like it was appropriate because, you know, cowboy Rex, cowboy chick. I needed myself a little cowboy mallard. He is so perfect. And then I also, of course, saw that she had some emotional support dumpster fires, so I had to get one of those as well. What? A mystery? What is this? Mystery monster squishy. Wait, everybody stop. Tell me that does not look like Suspicious Chick. Poured by Millie in EcoFlex 30 Platinum Silicone. That looks like a Suspicious Chick to me. Oh my gosh, Millie! I don't know if this was just a happy accident or you were able to make something that looks like Suspicious Chick, but thank you so much. I will link Sarah and Millie's palm street below for you guys so you can check it out. They have a ton of adorable stuff on there. Okay, this last one I have been wanting to open for such a long time now. This is a creation that was made for me by Sarah with Crochet Vision. If you guys do not know her, she's very popular here on YouTube and Instagram. I will tag her below for you guys so you can check her out. She's amazing and we actually live relatively close to each other. She's another Delawarean crocheter. And I guess you could possibly say that if you're in Delaware, you live relatively close to everybody because we are the smallest, well, no, second smallest state, respect to Rhode Island. But she made a custom tapestry for me and I am so excited to see it. We've been talking and we definitely need to film a collab soon with each other. We have a note. Oh my gosh, Sarah, that is so sweet. So let me show some of this to you guys. And also Sarah said that some of these items, of course not the tapestry, but the other items are available on her website. So I will tag that below for you guys. Okay, first we have to look at this tapestry because what in the world? I am speechless. Oh my gosh. My jaw is on the floor. I cannot believe Sarah. Oh my goodness. This is absolute perfection. Thank you so much, Sarah. Oh my gosh, it's massive. Look at the detailing on that. You guys, if you have not checked Sarah out yet, her work is amazing. We have to find somewhere to hang this up. Do we think maybe that would be too high up there? Or I guess we could also do it here, because most of the time when I'm filming, my door is closed, so we would be able to see it. Or I could put it on the back of the door. I don't know. What do you guys think? Where should I hang it? Let me know. We also have a Crochet Vision pen. I do imagine that that is probably available on the website. Oh no, stop it! We have a stitch counter, and then also this cup. Okay, so I know these, Sarah was telling me about these. She designed these themselves. So the side here, these are made to look like crochet stitches, and they're so you can put, you know, obviously like your crochet hooks and things inside them. And she designed them and creates them herself. I do believe that these are available on her website. So guys, of course, I'll put the link below if you want to check these out. Go support her. Her work is absolutely amazing. Thank you so much, Sarah. I will treasure this custom tapestry for forever. But anyway, you guys, that wraps it up for this week's video. Thank you so much for watching and for coming along for this fun week of crochet vlog. As always, if you were crocheting while watching, let all of us know what you're making in the comments, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and I will see you in next week's video. Bye!